Mayor Craig Greenberg has also emphasized public safety in office. While the homicide rate in Louisville, the city says, is dropping, there remains a big gap between the rate that black people are being stopped by Metro Police versus white people. This new data is coming in 3 years after the Department of Justice ordered the city to reform the police department. WHS 11's Conroy DeLuche and photojournalist Gabby DeGeorge explain what community leaders want to see happen next.
The number of homicides and shootings have dropped compared to last year, and LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey says they are continuing to work to improve. That's why a recently ordered study focused on traffic stops beyond just raw numbers.
We want to be able to dig into how successful and how effective our strategies are, traffic stops are, and how effective our officers are.
The numbers show a disparity, that black people are searched at a higher rate than white people. And during those searches are 11% less likely to have contraband.
And now the data solidifies what people have been saying has been happening with LMPD for a long time.
Metro Councilwoman Shamika Parrish-Wright, who is also running for mayor, says one consequence of traffic stops could be jail overcrowding.
A lot of people who come into the criminal legal system or enter through traffic stops, if things don't go well, they can end up in our prisons.
When asked how the department is focused on addressing the disparities, Chief Humphrey pointed out the disparity in crime itself. Black people are much more likely to be a homicide victim than white people. But he says the department is focused on minimizing non-productive or even negative traffic stops.
So that we are making sure that people know that we're not policing them, we're policing to keep them safe.
At a press conference on Tuesday, Mayor Craig Greenberg said his administration is focused on continuous improvement and reform,
while at the same time ensuring that everyone is fairly treated by our police officers. And that's what Chief Humphrey and I are both focused on every day.
Parrish-Wright says she wants to see how and why these stops and interactions happened, and to hear from the officers in the field.
And how do we hear from them and get regular check-ins on the progress that they're making? They said that they've instituted 250 reforms. Was this one of the reforms that they were dealing with?
Humphrey says they have implemented changes and will continue working to improve relationships and improving trust with the people police are supposed to protect. In Louisville, Conroy DeLuche, WHS 11, on your side.
Well, Louisville's Inspector General Ed Harness is now calling for immediate action on this. He says Metro Police must determine whether individual officer actions, training, strategies from leadership, or policies are leading to the higher number of stops of black people in Metro Louisville. Harness says the report exposes a serious disconnect between the show of reform and measurable outcomes.